Okay, so really quickly, I just want to describe what this video is going to be about. So, I'm currently trying to get into Vault, which is a really cool clan. They do pub stomping gameplay. If you haven't seen my old video about what pub stomping is, go check that out. So this is basically just a video to try and get into that clan. So I'm going to do it in the format of being a Vault member already, with my name as Vault Optify. And yeah, I'm just going to do a commentary like I do on their channel, because I'm probably more of a commentator than a player, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just going to do that as is. I don't actually have my mic yet, but I will on this Sunday coming, so about 7 days. And then yeah, I'll be able to record a lot more cleaner and a lot more smoother. So anyway, on with the video. What is going on, guys? Vault Optify here, and today I'm bringing you a commentary and gameplay. This is a 2-minute 55-second nuke on free-for-all on the map Rundown, I believe, on MW2 using the AK-47. Now, I recorded this I think a week ago, and this was the first nuke I've actually ever got on MW2, because I think I've got like a 1-day game time, but I did actually get hacked at one point. I got into this like glitch lobby, and I managed to get up to level 60 on Prestige 3, I believe. I'm not too sure it's higher than that. I think it was just that. Yeah, so I managed to get to that. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about some a little life story and some life scares I've had. Like, not scares as in like spooky kind of scares, but like injury sort of things, and you know, kind of unlucky stuff. So I had a bit of unlucky fortune when I was about 0 to 3 years old. Now what actually happened was I actually couldn't hear anything really. You know when you're under a swimming pool and you can barely hear anything, but you can kind of get a few words, and that's what I could hear from the age of 0 to 3. And this is kind of weird because no one actually found it out until I was 3 years old, which is kind of a weird thing to think. But yeah, the way they actually they tested it it's kind of a bit weird. They didn't do any like tests and examinations and stuff. Literally, the doctor just said hi to myself. He just said hi, Matt, and I said hi, and then he just put a piece of paper over his mouth and said hi, Matt, again, and I just looked away because I was lip reading for 3 years. So that was kind of weird, and I had to have a load of operations done on that. But yeah, so it's alright now. I can hear perfectly fine. But that was like my first kind of life scare kind of thing. Like, it was a bit weird, and I only found out about that when I was like 10. So I don't know. They weren't keeping it as a secret, my parents. But I don't know. They just weren't really telling me. So yeah, that was kind of weird. But then another thing that was really kind of weird was when I was about 9 or 10, I believe. I had this sleepwalking phase, and if you don't, well, you guys know what sleepwalking is. Obviously, is when you walk in your sleep. Now yeah, so I went through this phase. A lot of people do have it, but you know, not as many as I kind of thought at the time. I thought, you know, I was bound to have it. I thought it was one of those things in life that you were just bound to have, and you just gotta make sure your phase is decent. Okay, so but what happened to me was I managed to get myself into a bit of an odd situation. So I went up to Scotland for the weekend, or for the week, sorry, as like a little break. I think it was an Easter actually, just for a little break when I was about 9, and I think WWE was up there at the time, like John Cena, all the wrestlers and stuff, like Mark Henry, Big Show, all that stuff. So I went and watched that when I was about 9, which was really enjoyable actually. I remember that quite well, and I got back at like 1 o'clock. And I had a lot to drink, like Pepsi, obviously not like alcohol, I'm 9 years old, but yeah, I had a lot to drink, like Pepsi and stuff, so I was kind of wired. And then I went to sleep, and it was around about 2:30, so I woke up at like 3:30, and my mum thought I just went to the bathroom, but I actually didn't. She heard me open the door and close it, so she thought I went to the bathroom, so she waited up for another like 20 minutes, and then knocked on the bathroom door, and to find I wasn't actually in there, because what she didn't realise was I'd actually been walking around this Premier Inn for about 1.5 hours now. So this was about 1.5 hours, and I was just, if you guys don't know what a Premier Inn is, it's basically like a big hotel, and I was walking around in it for like, God knows how long, like an hour I think it was, yeah, I think it was about 1 hour, close to 1.5 hours, and I was literally just walking around it. I was going up and down the elevators. I'd never gone outside, but all this time I was sleepwalking. It was crazy. I was sleepwalking for ages, and yeah, they woke up and they were like shocked, and they went and tried to look for me, but obviously they found me, and I didn't walk out. I was literally just sat in an elevator going up and down for about 1 hour. It was the weirdest thing I can ever imagine that happened to me in life, but yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap a like. 2-minute 55 nuke. I've been your boy Vault Optify, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Bye bye.